Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Fifth Gear Show. This is episode 7 on a Friday here. We had some breakfast a couple hours ago with a couple of these guys. Should be pretty much filled up for the rest of the day. I don't know about you guys, but we are getting ready for a meet that's coming up tomorrow. We have Truman in here. That starts at noon, should be streamed on the GLVC network. And we're pretty excited to swim against their guys and girls team. So basically the last meet before mid-season, and we do have a meet next week, kind of an inter-squad meet, the Eddie Reese Invite, which is over yardage events that everyone's looking forward to. Everyone's looking forward to that 300 fly, 300 breast. Kyler, 300 back's going to love that. Yeah, we're getting ready for mid-season, getting prepared. We'll start tapering here pretty soon. I know all these guys here will like that, and the coaches kind of like that too, a little bit more relaxed. Don't got to yell as much. Well, hopefully. I don't know. They might, unless they mess around. But, Tony, how would you say the last couple weeks have gone, and what are you looking forward to these next couple weeks?
The last couple of weeks have gone really well. Been able to kind of finalize out our core of our training program, doing some bucket power maxes on the power towers. Just a lot more race-specific type of training, which I don't think they believe it, but we get tired of aerobic work too. So it's always nice to get into race work, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do, and we're just in a really good spot. And over the next couple of weeks, where hopefully we'll throw down some fast times for leading up into conference. Yeah,
and I mean, we keep talking about the past few days, like how good everyone's looked, and that you and I are getting pumped up for, like, we know we're super confident that everyone's going to swim really well in a couple weeks here. So, so taper next week. I know you guys really look forward to that kind of stuff. David, what is your favorite thing about taper? What do you not? Is there anything you don't like about taper? I mean, what are your feelings about it?
Taper, I mean, it's kind of like a love-hate thing. Like, you love it because it's easier, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I end up like feeling weird in the water during taper, but right when it's time to perform, like, I feel amazing.
Yeah, so that's I guess,
taper blues.
Yeah, taper blues, or I can't remember the other phrase for it. I was actually talking to my dad this morning, and he was explaining it too. So, Will, I feel like Will. So hold on, I got a little story about Will here. So Will has been, like, last couple weeks probably. He's really been hammering out all his training, and so we've deemed him Bill. He's not Will anymore. When Bill shows up, we know. He's going fast and he's working at peak physical condition. So when Bill shows up to a meet, and I think Bill's going to show up to that midseason meet.
But show up tomorrow?
Yeah, Ann's got to show up.
Bill's
got to be here tomorrow.
Bill's invited.
How do you feel about this new moniker you got? I feel like it's kind of a cool nickname that it's your real name, but yeah, it's a little alter ego.
I think it's pretty cool to have an alter ego because it gives me something to, like, change myself into.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm in Bill mode, I kind of just like change, like, my mindset, and it's just 100% nonstop, all effort, and pretty much it just gives me, like, that extra boost of energy that I need to get through that extra training or set.
Yeah, and I think Tony and I said it yesterday, like, William's like the kid name, like, when he came in here, and Bill is the man name that he's going to be when he's in these meets. But Kyler, how do you feel about tapering, mid-season meet coming up? What are your thoughts on the schedule coming up here?
I think that doing a full taper for mid-season is going to be really beneficial this year, because last year we had some issues with conference, and with that stuff still going on, you never know if we're actually going to get conference again. Something could happen down the road. So I'm excited to see what we can go and have the team go for national cuts now rather than waiting later. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to be able to stay up during the day and not sleep for 18 hours a day on taper. That's going to be nice. So, yeah, pretty excited.
The same question for Conley. You can just pass it on.
Yeah, I'm excited about taper. I don't know how much I'm going to taper compared to everybody else in this room. I swim a little bit more on the yardage. So, I mean,
You're already going best time, so why
yeah, I mean, fair enough. You know, but I've always had an on and off about taper. I've had to have some specific type of taper growing up. I remember like even before like regionals and like state when I was in high school, I was still doing max yardage like the day before, even I'll go best time. So mine's a little different, but I'm definitely excited. It gets me in a race mood, and yeah, excited to go fast.
Yeah, and quick story about Conley a couple days ago. I think it was a couple days ago. We were on buckets, and he was struggling for some reason on one of the buckets, and he was convinced that it was the bucket that was doing it. But his stroke looked completely different when he went to this the better bucket, I guess you'd call it. And he got pretty riled up, and people were giving him a hard time, but it kind of brought out a competitive nature in him, which I mean, that's pretty good to have. So we know what's in there. The fire will come out.
We like to add, too, the girls had no problem with that bucket.
Yeah.
Will can vouch for me. Will had problems on that bucket too, though.
Okay, agree to disagree, though.
Either way, we got another gear out of this guy. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing you guys might notice too is Tony's got it on. A couple of the guys got it on. We've got hats that we're repping this year that we just got in a couple days ago. We've got the white and gray, and then the black on gray. And I think everybody really likes it. I mean, they're super nice. I like them. My head's humongous, so I have to like jerry-rig the strap, so it does fit, but it is super close. It's a struggle. The hat is definitely stressing out when it's on my head. So we'll have these on sale for alumni this week. Alumni's coming in for the meet tomorrow. We're having a dinner with them after the meet, so that'll be fun to have them in. Tony, what does it mean having this alumni gathering tomorrow for the program for the school?
Oh, it means a whole lot. When I started here in 2017, there wasn't a huge alumni presence. With the team having a almost 20-year hiatus between not having a program, one of the big goals when I started here was just to have the alumni back on board and with the team and part of the program still in some type of way. And they've stepped up in a big way, helping us out with a lot of needs that we had with our program, like timing system, record boards, some of the wedges that we have in our blocks, the buckets that we have that we're able to train with. So it's huge help. And, now my first class coming through they're seniors, and so it's really a transition time for them to, for the old alumni to pass the torch to some of the new school kids, and hopefully a few years down the line our Simmers will be able to do the same for the current team. Yeah,
and I think another cool thing is seeing, like we have our record board up there in the pool now, and seeing some of the old swimmers' times up there. I mean, we've got the 100 free is from 1988, and I think that's the one everyone's like, that's got to go down.
An incredibly impressive.
So
record.
Fast. 1988, I think it's, what is it, 44? 8. I think it's 44.8 and 1988 with a Speedo on is insanely fast. This is before suits and all that stuff.
Probably before the weight training.
Yeah. So that one is probably the most impressive one up there. So that'll be something that we try to take down. But we are going to go around the room now. These guys are going to ask us questions, and hopefully they're not too hard, but hopefully they're ready to ask one. David.
So like my question is for like taper, how long a taper are we talking for mid-season and conference?
So I mean they're going to be different. The mid-season one, you're hovering around like a week or so. I know Tony, I've been talking about this last year. I think we did like 2 days or something like that. 2 days. Mm-hmm. So. Explain what your reasoning was like this year, Tony. We were talking about it the other day, but a little bit longer taper this year.
Well, this is kind of usually for midseason. We only really do like a week-long little drop taper. Our full taper is usually right around for some of our top sprint guys, 3 to 4 weeks, and it kind of varies a little bit with the guys and the girls and the middle distance and distance swimmers. But really, it's kind of finding a balance between maintaining your fitness levels, because when you get into taper, like a full-on taper, your overall fitness levels drop a little bit, but it's, that sacrifice for a lot of power and speed that you need to go fast. So we don't want to completely wreck the fitness levels, but we want to optimize the speed a little bit. So like I said, and like what Kyler said, is like, we don't know what's coming next. So like, who knows if we could get shut down or whatever, but we've done so much great training and put ourselves in such a good spot. I think we've definitely earned a good little extra rest. So.
And last year, going into conference, we didn't have a taper. You guys were coming right off quarantine.
Yep.
It was cold turkey right into the conference meet. So we don't have to do that. Hopefully we don't have to do that this year, but we'll.
All right, so this question doesn't have to be about swimming, right?
No.
All right, if you could undo any event in history, what would it be and why?
Wait, is this about swimming?
No, any event in history.
Any like historical event, like something that happened. Pick one.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know this better.
So I was never I watched a lot of NBA in like the 90s, but I never really had a team. And it wasn't until the Sonics moved to Oklahoma City, and they became the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Uh-huh.
We had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, and after the finals, we traded James Harden.
Yeah.
And the dynasty that could have been just never amounted to absolute anything. It was the absolute like tease for a fan base. Like almost to a point now where it's like basketball is kind of just a heartbreak for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russell Westbrook's on the Lakers now. Kevin Durant, he went to do his own thing, and James Harden, he's fun in Houston, but never really amounted to anything. That would be
It's going to be a dangerous team, I will say.
Yeah. So that's, I don't know. There's a lot more serious events that I'd change over, but
I'll keep it in sport. I'll keep it in sports too, because there's way too many. Like, and then if you don't say a serious one, I feel like you'll get in trouble for one. But so I'll keep it in the sports world. So I'm a Browns fan. My dad's from Cleveland. I grew up a Browns fan, and in 1994 they got moved in the middle of the night to Baltimore. They had a pretty decent team at the time. Bill Belichick was the coach. They were pretty solid, and then they got moved to Baltimore in the middle of the night, and that was crushing until 1998. And then just ever since 1998, they've just been atrociously bad until last year. This year, not looking too great, but I would undo that event 100%.
If they got rid of their quarterback, they'd be much better.
Okay.
who's your replacement for Baker then?
Yeah.
I don't know, but Baker's just not it.
not it.
His decision-making skills are just not
He's stressing me out a little bit.
Everyone thought he was the wonder kid after year one.
Yeah, and now he's playing hurt, and he probably shouldn't be out there. But
This whole OBJ situation isn't helping either.
he
It
needs,
actually will.
He needs
Now
to be
that
off
he's
the
gone,
team.
it's gonna
He
help.
does need. All right, Kyler.
All right. This is purely hypothetical, but I'm really curious to hear your answer. So you're going to be stranded on a desert island. You can take 3 people on the team, guys or girls, to help you survive. Who are you taking?
That's good.
There is a correct answer, and remember, I'm an engineer.
Go ahead. You can go first.
You are an engineer, but Moses is probably the smartest kid on the team. So,
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
couple of follow-up questions. Like, are there any competing like tribes that we have to battle off? Like, do it's just pure survival, like no one else? We just got to hunt and live, or do we have to fight off other people?
You got to fight off Kale's tribe.
Oh, it's our tribe.
The stakes
Wait a minute. So I can't pick the same people then, obviously.
I guess not.
Okay.
We should have a draft.
Okay, we'll draft it real quick.
Draft. You go one pick, then you go one.
Right above the board. Just one.
No.
All right, what type of engineer are you?
Civil.
Civil.
You can build you a shelter.
Or a boat.
I can tell you one person. Go
All right,
ahead.
you got first pick.
Okay. Well, can I just say all 3?
Well,
or?
you already picked me.
Yeah. I'll say.
I'll take Moses.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Amanda because she hunts, so I need a hunter on
She's
the
taking
team.
the season off though, so good pick.
Well, she's done it before, so she knows how to kill.
Pretty easy.
I would say she's gonna be one. That's gonna be my first one because I need a hunter.
So I think Moses mechanical engineering. That'll help me through like a catapult to launch at Kale's trap. I can hunt myself too, so I'm not worried about that. I think you've got a beard, so that has to say something.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
take you for sure.
So you're taking
I got
2?
Moses and Kyler, 2 engineers.
Man. You know what? Franzi's an engineer, correct?
I know who would be just.
Franzi would be so cutthroat, I think, and she's an engineer, and her and Amanda work good together. So I'm gonna say Franzi. If I needed an engineer, I'm gonna go Franzi on the next one because she'd be on. Well, I'd hope she'd be on top of everything. At least she is when there's ever an issue on the pool deck. It's always something needs to be fixed.
She's an electrical engineer. There ain't no electronics out there.
Yeah.
But good luck.
Yeah, that's okay.
I kind of feel like I need a girl on my team now. Kristen's probably the most outdoors, is she?
Yeah.
I don't know about her ability in battle, though.
We need some muscle.
We need some muscle.
I'm telling you, nerd lineup.
There's
here.
one person I feel like would just
You
like
need a fighting
go
force.
crazy against a team.
Gim is probably the muscle. I'll take Gim.
Ah, dang. Okay, that's what I was gonna say if you didn't say it.
Someone that can just like ravage through a team. There's he's the craziest person on the team.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
5'8". Okay, but he will go nuts. You give him a sword.
John Ransom?
No.
Oh, Sergio,
That dude,
yeah.
you give him a
I feel like
sharpened spear.
Sergio would eat all our food though
We should pick
to
Gim.
keep up his energy.
Yeah, Gim will eat
Gim
all
is
of
a
our
pig.
food.
Like I'm already the muscle. I don't need muscle. I would say, man, I'm gonna say I'd take Will because you need a redhead on the team.
Damn. I mean,
He's going to burn and he's going to be useless.
whoa.
Ginger's
I also do want to say there was no preparation in this, so we're going to be hearing a lot of stuff from the servers. Like, why did you pick me?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, no, I don't know what to follow up with. That was such a good question.
That was fun.
Okay. I've been thinking. All right, because I know what I would choose, and it is swimming related, and y'all are gonna give me hate for that. But okay, if you could add an event that nobody swims right now, like if it's like adding like 50C Olympics or like a 200 relay or 800 IM or 800 medley relay, what event and why would you add?
For the Olympics, I'd add the 200 freestyle or 200 medley relay.
Yeah.
Just a sprint relay, good old sprint relay.
We need a sprint relay at the
I think
Olympics.
freestyle-
400 free is good, but
Yeah.
a 200 free would go hard.
It'd be
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those two.
I would say, I would add the skins 50 freestyle to it. Well, that would be kind of fun to watch. That would be good for TV, I think.
Do you agree with how they do it in the ISL now, that the team gets like pick which stroke they do the skins race?
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was all freestyle.
Yeah, it's whoever wins like
Gets the pick.
they-
I would keep it
whoever
free-
wins the relay like the night before gets to pick the skins the next day or something like that. I
Okay.
don't think.
I would keep it freestyle because that's going to be just Joe Schmo watching the Olympics. They're going to
Yeah.
understand that one the most. So I think that would draw in the most views. But
I've always thought it should be an 800 medley relay.
That would also be really fun.
I would say the skins, that would be pretty cool. But man, dude, those were that was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I said for them not to be hard,
They were fun, though. They were enjoyable.
but they were good. Yeah. I had to think way too hard on the 3 people. I'm gonna immediately think of 3 other people here after we're done. But
You're gonna see the whole
I'm gonna
team
see
and
their
you're like,
face, and I'm like,
"Dang,
oh yeah, I forgot about that. So, but yeah, we've got a pretty exciting month and a half until we get to our break, and then we've got training trip. I know these guys are pumped for.
Yeah, very much
Um,
so.
Ready to get on the beach and ready to train. Hopefully they don't eat too much or get out of hand as far as their Christmas break. I mean, you're only talking about what, two weeks that you just got to maintain something.
10 days.
Yeah. So
Who do you
No,
think
it's
is
8
gonna
days.
wipe out on the
9
bike?
days.
this year?
Probably Ian.
We have to ride bikes.
Got a good potential to wipe out on a bike.
Can you not ride a bike?
No, I can ride a bike.
Brooklyn,
He's just his water bottle's gonna fall. Get stuck in the
Brooklyn also worries me on the bike right now.
Yeah.
I've never seen her ride a bike or ride a bike.
She apparently
the way
can't
she's
ride a
been
bike.
talking about it.
Apparently she can't ride a bike.
She did. I think she said that when she was on the show.
I mean,
she
do you know
mentioned
how
that.
many curbs she hits per car?
Yeah.
And you guys have spike ball, right?
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
So yeah, there's
we
gonna
have 3 of them.
we're gonna be doing
football, too.
we're gonna be doing beach football, volleyball, spike ball, which
Maybe
I'll do spike ball in the sand because then I could commit to diving and stuff. I can't.
a beach episode.
Yeah, we could. Oh yeah, 100%, 100% beach
Everyone, like,
episode.
we have
But,
a
We have acclaimed rights to that now.
We got dibs.
but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are gonna have notification bell. Sorry, that's the other one, the Taco Bell sign.
Drop a comment.
We're gonna have Amanda, Julia, and Franzi next week. Amanda doesn't want to be on by herself, so she had to bring her 2 people with her. So that'll be fun. We've got a Polish person, a German person, and a St. Louis in one show, so that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. So, but thank you guys for watching. Keep it in 5th gear and keep going fast.